Hi, loves. Medium Michaela Martin, back with the Ananda Collective family on this August 23rd, I do believe, 2024. We hope all is well with you, loves, and the peace, love, light, oneness, and truth that we share with you and we send to you in as we are one, loves. There is no separation. So today, and for a few days now in time and space, this family, my family, has put in my head something they wanted to speak with all of you about. And that is the times ahead in your upcoming months of September and beyond. And what I kept hearing Sananda Yeshua say was, you are almost to the finish line. The months of September and beyond will be more calmer for the collective, as well as you, beloved. So this, loves, is what we will be addressing with you, loves, today. Being that we're already grounded as a family, we're going to ask the firewall of protection to be placed around our family and brothers and sisters that come in contact with this video at this time, only allowing for the purest connection of truth, light, and love being given, as we do not consent to any tricksters or imposters or negative demonic beings. Any and all darkness, Father, Mother, must be dealt with by you across all time, spaces, places, dimensions, and parallel universes, times 500, in the name of Yeshua the Christ. So it is done. As I am the tree of life, I ground my roots in Mother Tara and extend my branches all the way up through Father, Mother, Adonai, as we are one. As I let go of the ego and bias, become a clear, open channel for you, Sananda Yeshua, with only truth, light, and love. To speak about whatever it is that you wish, with the purest intention of light and love only. And so it is done. And remember, loves, take what resonates and leave the rest. And we send our healing vibes to my sister Katrina. I love you, sissy. We love you. Hopefully you feel better soon. And so it is. Once again, greetings unto you, beloved and holy children of light divine, child of the one source, that indeed all is perfect divine love. For indeed I am your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known throughout your time and space as Sananda Yeshua the Christ. I come not indeed for myself, beloveds, but indeed for you. For indeed the Holy Child is but one. It is in great joy through this, my beloved sister, that one speaks yet again of truth, compassion, tenderness, and mercy, dear ones. Does that make sense for you? Indeed, dear one, your times of turbulence for the light workers that have agreed to be volunteers, we will say, upon your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, to help with the ascension and awakening process, is coming to an abrupt halt, dear one, in your upcoming month, in your September and November, dear one. September will be an easier month, dear one, for you as a collective. We will say unto you, dear one, August, in your time and space of duality, is indeed a rough month for a lot of you light workers, experiencing what we will call turbulence. But indeed, this turbulence will not last, dear ones. This is indeed a test by the Comforter Creator to strengthen oneself, to challenge oneself, to stand in one's power and divinity and divine sovereignty, dear one. And one need not be discouraged by anything going on around your duality, but embrace all that is happening around you and within your beingness with love. For all things are perfect divine love. For all events are neutral, dear one, are they not? You as a collective will have, to use a word of your terminology, a break in your turbulence, dear one, upon your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, in your September and November months ahead, as more love and light integrates and more darkness and deceivers are yet leaving. We will say unto you, dear ones, it is important to hang in there, shall we say, to use a word of your terminology. And remember always, dear ones, that you are not alone. You are a divine sovereign being of love and light, dear one. Nothing can overshake and overshadow that what you are. Does that make sense for you, beloved ones? In your times of struggle, remember to integrate with the breath of oneness, dear one. Using your power of the I Am presence within you, what you decree, dear ones, becomes so. Does that make sense for you? When Yeshua has also given meditations onto this, my beloved sister, to help your Holy Mother Earth and her inhabitants yet again. There is no time for excuses, dear one. There is no time like the present time, dear one. All that moments of your duality and all the moments of your pain, struggle, and strife is only there as a temporary learning and teaching device. A lot of you, beloved brothers and sisters, have asked one Yeshua and one Sister Michaela why things happen over and over again in a sort of repetition, dear one. This is indeed because one has not learned the lesson behind it, dear one. This is why you keep experiencing your duality of pain, suffering, strife, fear, worry, and all of your third density consciousness concepts that one has indeed chosen to embrace, dear one. No one indeed made you come to your Holy Mother, beloved Earth. You as an individual soul and as a collective chose therefore to be that which I am, that is light onto the world, dear one. You, with your divine free will choice, have chosen to embark upon this journey at this time of the Ascension Process. You have chosen to experience and co-create with that one that is the Comforter Creator, dear one. No one has indeed made you do anything. You have your divine free will given unto you as equally as it has been given unto one Yeshua by the Comforter Creator, Abba. Does that make sense for you, beloved ones? For it is indeed time for you to extinguish what no longer matters to you. In your word of terminology, you would consider this as setting one's priorities straight, dear one. What really matters to you? Is it love or fear? Is it darkness and deception or love? Take your pick, dear one. One must choose between either the positive polarity, which is but perfect divine love, or fear. And those that are remaining in a lower vibration consciousness need to go within to themselves and figure out what is the reason for the lower vibration frequency consciousness that one is indeed experiencing, and choose whether or not to stay or go upon your Holy Mother beloved earth. For everything is indeed ascending as it should, dear one. For your beloved earth is energy, as are you, dear one. And when we say everything is ascending, we do not mean the entire collective. We mean some of you indeed will not be ascending, dear one, because ones have indeed chosen to be of a lower vibration frequency, and therefore not put in the effort or the work that one needs to do to ascend by raising one's vibration with your intentions, desires, allowances, and acceptances, dear one, and not putting your foot down, standing in your power, standing your ground, standing your truth, and not being willing and ready to meditate and or pray, dear one. For indeed, have I not said often unto you through this, my beloved sister, your words are very powerful, dear one. For indeed, it sets off a vibrational frequency into the ethers. You have an interesting saying in your world of duality: be prepared to get what you dish out, dear one. Be prepared to get what you dish out. For indeed, this is true, dear one. For everything will come back at you, more than one would perceive, dear one. Be wise of your thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds, dear one. Does that make sense for you? In your time of duality, your September and November month will be a lot more, should we say, quieter, a little less turbulence. Does that make sense for you? We can assure you, dear one, it is important to ride the wave of these intense energies and rest when the body decrees it, dear one. Energize when the body declares it, dear one. Give the body love, attention, affection through your integrations of prayer and meditation, precious friends. Remember to call upon your guides and loved ones and ascended masters to assist you upon this time of need in your world of duality. And by assist we mean show you the way. And the way is but light and love, dear one. For indeed, God is but love. And that indeed is what you are. For indeed, ye are God, dear one, are you not? For indeed, you are not alone. Even though it may seem as your world of duality is pulling off the blindfold, or should we say, pulling out the rug from under you, you will not falter, dear one, unless you declare it and decree it, dear one. If your soul has declared and decreed that one will make it through it, indeed you will. But again, precious ones of light, it is important for you to integrate with your power the I am present within you. Be still and know that ye are God, dear one, for indeed you are. Be still and be open and ready to receive what the Father, Mother, Abba has for you as the perfect divine son and daughter that what you are. Your months ahead in September and October and November will be setting forth on the right path, dear one. For as indeed one Yeshua has said, there will be more Christ consciousness anchoring upon your beloved earth, as more darkness leaves and more love and light enters. But for those that are not entirely ready for this, dear one, and are not prepared for this, more shit will indeed hit the fan. For the Hopi prophecy that my beloved sister and her sister Katrina has indeed briefed you on, dear ones, has indeed coming to pass, dear one. It is important for you, as ones that are not light workers, that are not of service, to be prepared with your toiletries, your food, and any means of sustaining the body, dear one. For it is indeed coming. But assuredly I say unto you, precious friends, those that are service of light and love, that is the Comforter, Creator, Abba, and our light workers, have nothing to fear, dear one, for you are safe and protected. You are here to be of one thing and one thing only, light and love, dear ones. Nothing and no one can ever diminish that from you. But we will say to all of you in the collective, it is important to transcend and transmute what no longer serves you from your current embodiments, beloveds, and or your past embodiments, dear one, by using the violet flame of the Comforter, Creator, and one Saint Germain. You are the transmuter and transcender, dear one. You are the one that can do this. There is no one or nothing indeed outside of you, dear friends. Does that make sense for you? Therefore, dear ones, please listen carefully. When one asks one Yeshua how to pray, how to meditate, how to do, we will say, your homework, you are therefore cheating. I believe that's what you call it in your world of terminology, cheating. There is no time for cheating. You cannot cheat, but simply go within. We will not and cannot therefore do the work for you. But however, dear ones, we can simply say, if one needs to learn how to meditate or pray, we can advise you to go to our beloved Kimberly Palm from Spiritual Growth Journeys and take her classes on meditation and or prayer. This is the reason why Yeshua gave her instructions to create these classes for the collective, dear one, to learn, to grow and evolve and awaken to their Christ self. For those that need a little, should we say, less nudge to meditate and pray, you can go to the playlist that my beloved sister Michaela started by request of one Yeshua and my Ananda family, that is guided meditations by the Ananda family. Does that make sense for you, dear ones? We've given you so many tools. One needs only to learn how to use them. As ye are the power, dear one. You are the power of now. You are the power of change and difference, dear one. You can therefore make a difference in the world by changing one's perceptions from fear into light and love. Does that make sense for you? There is no one or no thing stopping you, but indeed the perceptions of your own duality. Does that make sense for you? Only your perceptions are what is standing in your way, dear one. This is why your planet, should we say, depending on the seemingly separate individual, can be a loving place or a fearful place, dear one, based upon man's perception of their duality. That is the difference, precious friends. It is important, dear one, to ground, center, and protect by calling in the violet flame for transmutation, by asking for the firewall of protection to be within and around the mind, body, and spirit, and setting forth one's intentions first, dear one. Does that make sense for you? In your world of terminology, we will use another word. It is go time, people. It is go time. So those that are not prepared and do not, shall we say, have their shit together, to use the word of your terminology and expression, will be surprised at what is to come. Those that are consistently putting down others and seeking revenge and are evil and negative have indeed another thing coming, dear friends. But the ones that are of light and love only need to remember the power within one's beingness. Therefore, dear one, it is important for you through the rest of your, shall we say, rocky August, to remain centered. To be in the world, but not of the world, dear one, means simply to be in the world of your creation, that which you as a co-creator with that one light and love created for yourself to grow and evolve and experience forth from. But not let anything of your duality affect you, dear one. For you are not any of these things. You are only light and love. You are spirit, merely choosing to have a human experience. Does that make sense for you, dear ones? It is important to transcend and transmute what is no longer serving you, so that one may heal within the mind, body, and spirit, and one may be of higher vibration, and one may ground, center, and protect as much as possible, dear one, so that you don't become a target for the darkness as they continue to rear their ugly head at humanity one more time. And together we stand united, ready as the tribe of Judah and my Ananda family to take them down, with the Comforter Creator back at the helm, dear friends. Does that make sense for you? We are indeed as you are. It is time to, should we say, make the choice to be on board or not be on board, dear one. There is no more playing games. This is the final stretch in your world of duality and separation. This is why your planet is seeing more, should we say, a spiritual war going on around you, dear one. Because many beloved brothers and sisters are not ready and willing to be awake yet. And this is nothing that one can do about it, dear one, except be as you are. Be the example unto the world of light and love, compassion, tenderness, and mercy, dear friends. But indeed, it is up to them, your beloved brothers and sisters, that are not awake yet, to recognize the truth within oneself. You can only be as you are, an example for them. It is up to them to heed the words, but not you, dear one. It is only up to you to be the beacon of love and light, shining the way through the darkness. And it is up to your brothers and sisters to stay in the darkness or go into the love and light. That what you are, that which I am is. And what one is indeed saying when one says, I am, you are indeed saying, the God in me is. For indeed, God is indeed within you, dear one. So what one decrees in the name of I am, you are saying, God in me is. Followed by whatever it is that you declare and decree, dear one. That is the power, dear one. The power of I am is within you. Does that make sense for you, beloved ones? Therefore, do not lose hope, dear one, in your months ahead, in your September, October, and November months, dear one. It will get easier for you, light workers. It will become more calmer, and we will say, all that one can do now is ride the wave of love instead of being in fear, because in truth all things are unfolding perfectly as they are intended to be, with the Comforter Creator back at the helm once again. Does that make sense for you, dear ones? We will say, for the rest of your rocky month of August, hang on tight, dear one, and do not let your love and light diminish. Only let it shine more brighter, dear one, with each passing moment of every day in your duality. For that light and love is what you are. Does that make sense for you, beloveds? You are the great I am that I am in physical form, in your divine feminine and masculine energy, dear one. For great changes are coming to your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and her inhabitants, dear one. Those that have chosen to stay will indeed stay. Those that have indeed chosen to go will go. A great celebration with a capital C is at hand. Should we say, just around the corner? Be patient, precious ones, for indeed love is patient, dear one. For indeed love heals all things, trusts all things, transcends all things, embraces all things, allows all things, and surrenders to all things, dear one. This is indeed what you are. You are the divine love. As indeed I am. For I am indeed your beloved brother and friend, the one you've known simply as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. And I come forth yet again, so that your beloved earth and your inhabitants may have hope and peace within one's heart yet again. I come so that the truth may be set forth yet again in your world of duality. I come with the sword of truth to bind all evil and liberate the pure in heart. So indeed, the truth may yet reign again, and more peace is emerging upon your planet. For I am indeed the Prince of Peace. I am Yeshua, He who is the bringer of peace, the bringer of truth, and the bringer of the great restoration and celebration and liberation for all at hand, dear one. And so indeed it is.